Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Cindy with Tana Tarot. You know, I had a male viewer, I'm not sure if he's a subscriber, but a male viewer asked me, do I ever do readings for, men, masculines? And in my head, I was like, yeah, it's all energy. But I look back over my videos and I realized that I do believe that it's energies, masculine and feminine, but I do my readings from a feminine perspective, go figure. And also a lot of my titles are geared towards women, which really was not my intention. So I want to do a special reading for the masculine. Now, sometimes I may say male because, like, maybe this is what has been expected of, males, that kind of thing. But my goal is really for the masculines, however you identify, and so many of those will be men. But this really is for anyone who identifies as masculine. So if you are subscribed or a viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. So the intention of this reading is to, give you some insight. Actually, I do have a title for this, a theme, if you will. This is, what does she love about you? And so that will be in the title, and it will be very clear for you to understand. And my readings are, my intentions for my readings are to give you insight into you, them, the relationship, help provide some type of enlightenment, messages from spirit that I won't even say, I'll say always come through. So, please do, I'm going to talk about what she loves about you, but there may be like a message here or there from spirit that pops up. I've been kind of reviewing the cards. Now, these cards were totally shuffled and, every deck, believe it or not, and pulled at random. I don't do that on screen because it would just take too long, but everything here is totally random and just laid out for ease of viewing and, save time. So if this resonates, please do subscribe and like. And if it doesn't resonate, please do leave a comment and let me know a topic that you masculines would be interested in seeing in the near future. I'd be very happy to continue to do readings focused towards masculines. Okay, so the intent of this reading and the title of this reading is, what does she love about you? So right away, masculines, I do see, and we have two cards for that, is your ability to communicate. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean, get all, lovey-dovey or romantic, but, if you do and that's her love language, I think that you would recognize that and try to give her, at least some of what she wanted. But you are being recognized here, and one thing that she does love about you is your ability to express yourself. So it says, the frequency of expression supports our ability to bring out our true essence through many different forms of communication. So what this is saying is your ability to express yourself and to speak really helps your person to see who you are, to get glimpses inside. A lot of times people will, we all build up walls or shields, or, we let certain people in and, don't let others. And even those maybe that we're closest to, we don't let them all the way in. And so you may have some walls and some shields, but your ability to communicate, she just loves, because it is constantly giving her little peeks into, pardon me, my incense just gacked to me, constantly giving her little peeks into who you are. And the more she sees, the more she loves masculines. So, and also you recognize how important communication is. And so if you see something maybe amiss, or you feel like something's left unsaid, or, if she comes to you and, says, hey, what happened here? What's going on? You're not you're not repressing, holding anything in. You are able to speak your mind, your wants, your needs, everything. You're just able to speak them very clearly and concisely, which, let me tell you, is like a breath of fresh air sometimes, masculines. Sorry, but it's true. A lot of men feel that, or maybe they were taught that as children, that, it's, weak, maybe, or not masculine to express their thoughts, their opinions, their feelings. And so a lot of men, that you hear the strong silent type, I think that perhaps they were taught that, communicating or opening up was not a masculine trait, which is totally not true. Another thing that she loves about you is not only are you very well spoken on a number of topics, but you have this intelligence. I'm just totally feeling like Gemini here, because communication is about swords. This card, communication is key, is new moon in Gemini. So I'm totally feeling that. If you're not Gemini, don't worry about it. We all have a little bit of everything in us. Don't let that hold you back. But so I feel like you are, very literate, well-read, and whether that be, fiction, you can talk about, the latest, sci-fi book. You can talk about, the books that people are reading today, or whether it's nonfiction, whether it's, whatever topic it is that you're interested in and that you've taken the time to educate yourself on. You're very well-versed in those topics, and you can talk to almost anyone about it. And that's one thing that she loves about you, is like in social situations, she's like, oh my gosh, she looks at you and she's like, okay, he can talk to like a 90-year-old person about this. He can talk to a 23-year-old person about that. He can talk to men about this. He can talk to women about that. Just very well-rounded with your with your knowledge. And then also, one thing that not only does she love about you masculines, but she finds a bit sexy, is your kind of street smarts. You definitely have common sense. You have savvy. You can look at a situation and kind of get the gist of it and kind of see how you should react to it, or, maybe your reaction would be no reaction. But she really does appreciate that about you, is not only your ability to speak intelligently on a number of topics to a number of different types of people, but also your kind of street smart savvy. The picture I just kind of got was like a New Yorker, like a guy, with a black leather jacket on, and, maybe like the dark hair and kind of brash, like in a good way, kind of brash and outspoken, and like yo sorry. So that's the kind of picture and the vibe I'm getting, is someone very self-assured. So whether you display that totally outwardly, or whether that's a facet of your personality, that is something that she sees and appreciates. And this is an 8 card, and you do have 2 8 cards, by the way, and 8s are about abundance and manifestation, which is really cool too. Another thing that she loves about you masculines is that you do not have the You are not constricted by the traditional male definition of strength. For you, strength is it's physical, mental, in as much as emotional, spiritual, romantical. Your strength is in being open to being vulnerable. And isn't that interesting? Doesn't that sound like an oxymoron or a dichotomy? But your strength is being able to be open and vulnerable. And so you don't have to be right. You don't have to have the last word. You don't have to, again, to fall into these, what's the word I'm looking for? Caricature, there's another word, but I can't think of it, of what, traditional male strength is. You have interpreted it and manifested it in your life in a very beautiful and vulnerable and open way. And she totally loves that about you. It's like you're not afraid to show your feelings. You're not afraid to admit you're wrong. You're not afraid of a bunch of stuff that most males either wouldn't think of, or maybe they do think of it, but they just don't feel comfortable talking about it. So that's something else that she loves about you. Now we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 cards about spirituality, transcendence, healing. And so one thing that she loves about you, another thing, there's quite a few. Another thing that she loves about you is your understanding that life's experiences from childhood, hate to always blame the parents, but shit happens when you're a kid, whether even your parents, intended or not. I'm sure even with my kids, I've said something that maybe affected them negatively that I certainly didn't mean for it to. I mean, like I said, shit happens. But you are so aware of trauma and how it can affect you, the necessity of healing, the importance of karma. And although I would say, with this Gemini energy that I got over here, I do see you as having the ability to be very outgoing. I don't know if I'd call you an extroverted introvert because of this need for solitude. And, I've always thought I was an extrovert, but because I used to get energy from being around people, but now I really do need to pull back and have my quiet time to recharge because I'm such an empath. And I kind of have that feeling here about you as well, that it is important for you to, pull back and have quiet time, silence time, peace, in order to do introspection. So whether you are, totally into meditation, or whether you just know that you need quiet time to yourself, it could be music, TV on in the background, whatever. However you recharge, and you see a need for it. And here is the mailman with a package. Let's cross our fingers that my dogs don't go crazy. If you know about me, you know about my one. She bays like a hound. So let's see if we can get away with it. If not, either I'll try and work through it, or I'll turn the video off. Let's see what's going on. Because it's Sunday, so I know it's for me. So anyway, that's another thing that she just loves about you, your spirituality, your openness to spiritual growth, personal growth, taking personal responsibility for your actions. That you've learned the lesson that no matter what happened to you as a child, that caused you to feel a certain way, act a certain way, as an adult, we have the responsibility to look at ourselves and say, hey, what happened to me was not right, it was not good, it was not okay. And I act this way as a result of that, and that is understandable, but now is the time, these actions that I'm taking, or the feelings that I'm having, like anger or whatever, this is not serving me, and so I need to figure out a way to deal with these, whether it's through forgiveness practices, therapy, meditation, whatever. And that's one thing she loves about you, because that is not the traditional masculine or male way, that men have been taught to deal with emotions, to deal with negativity. Pardon me, let me take a sip of water. A lot of us, even the feminines, a lot of people deal with that kind of stuff by trying to bury the pain, maybe with addictions, or drinking or drugs, or eating, whatever. We all of us, have to find a way to try and deal with the pain. But one thing that she loves about you is that you have learned that lesson, and you've taken responsibility for your own experience on this earth. And I just got chills. That's freaking beautiful. And she loves that about you, because she knows she can trust you to take care of your own shit. She doesn't have to, worry about that or try and do it for you. So that is very beautiful, masculines. And she freaking loves you for that. That might be like, she may admire a lot of this stuff, and she does love it about you. But that is, I would say maybe that's the main thing that she loves you. She loves about you. It just makes it so much easier and more beautiful to share and be partners. So she loves that about you. Another thing, this is your other 8 card. There's a difference between destiny and fate. Destiny is the result, what happens, by you making your choices. So you have a choice to go down path A or path B. Path A is a destiny, and path B is a destiny. And so as you've gone through your life, masculines, you have made many choices and chosen quite a few destinies. Some of them have been good, some of them maybe not so good. But there is also fate, and a couple cards in the tarot deck are about fate. They're about, total, 180s, total things that happen. And what is beautiful, though, here is that masculine, that she, your person, was fated. Now that is not destiny. That is just like some shizmet that is meant to be. And look at, so beautiful. Here she is. And look at the wings. You guys were fated to be together. Whether you've been together in a past life before, or whether, she's just been sent to you as a gift, she is your fate, and by choosing her, you've chosen your destiny, which is a good path. I can tell you that right now. Again, 8s are about abundance and manifestation. 1 + 7 is 8. I don't know if you can see the 17 on there. My lighting is kind of crappy. I'm learning. So, and she knows that you feel this way. When you guys met, masculines, I'll tell you this right now, one or both of you, and I'm thinking it's you, like just instantly knew that, whoa, this is the one. You could have felt instantly comfortable. You could have felt a sense of recognition or deja vu. You would just get a feeling of like coming home. Like just so comfortable immediately. And so she knows that. I think masculines that you have said that to her, like, you are the one. I think she knows, how you feel. And she freaking loves that. You know why? Because she feels the same way. She feels like you were sent to her. And, I don't, the cards aren't saying too much about her. But again, as I said, all people have wounds and things to heal and work to do. And she doesn't look at you as like her savior, like she's responsible for her own shit. Like she's it's not like a codependent thing where she needs you to heal her or take care of her. But she does love that spiritual healing, transcending vibe that you have, because it's very helpful. You create an awesome like space and atmosphere for healing to occur and for love to occur. She's drawn to you, and she just loves you for that. Another thing that you have, you are extremely loyal. Your family is very, very important to you. You, as even maybe a teenager and a young adult, when other kids were doing stupid shit, you would be like, Not that you didn't do some, but you would always consider your family and the lessons that you learned from them, or at least you didn't want to hurt them or embarrass them. You just feel this extreme sense of loyalty to your family, which is a beautiful thing. I do have a message here above from what she loves about you. There may come a time in the near future, masculines, when you need to look at that loyalty, whether it is a family member, a friend, definitely not her. This is freaking beautiful. But whether it's a family member, a friend, a coworker, look at who deserves this loyalty. You may be giving it a bit too, I won't say freely, but I'll say automatically. You may think, well, this person is my family. This person is my friend since I was in middle school. You may be giving loyalty where it is not deserved, and you may be giving loyalty where, you may be giving loyalty, see, confirmation though. You may be giving loyalty where it could hurt you or not serve you. So, side note there. But she loves that because she feels that loyalty as well. And she, from you. And it is a beautiful feeling. And she feels the same about you. And what's interesting, we talked about each of you owning your own shit and being together because you want to be together, not because you need to be together. Being together because you don't want to be alone, you needed somewhere to live, stay, stuff like that. That's some codependent stuff right there. This is not about that at all. And we have the card, You Got the Love. Codependency, boundaries. So, masculines, you also understand about boundaries. You have created firm boundaries for yourself. No matter how open and loving and spiritual you are, you've created firm boundaries. And what is acceptable. And you just can't go there with codependency. And she loves that too, because she's had to learn a lesson about boundaries. And by watching you it's just a constant reaffirmation of how important boundaries are. I do want to tell you, and she loves that. Now, I do want to tell you, we have the world, and that is more of a message than what she loves about you. I want you to know, masculines, right now, it's at 29, so 9 plus 2 is 11. And 11 is about spirituality, intuition, dreaming. And we have a man here, a masculine, staring at the world. Like, where the heck is he? You know, he's staring at the world. And it's about, you have the world at your fingertips. I want you to know that at this point in your life right now, through this relationship that you have, through the work that you've done, through who you are, the awesomeness of who you are, right now you have the world at your hands, and you're ready to enter like a new phase, you know, and it cycles. And how long will it stay this awesome? I don't know. Hopefully forever. Will bad stuff happen? Yes, I'm sure. It just does. But you have the world open to you right now, infinite abundance and manifestation available to you. And I think you know how to take advantage of that. Now, I also did pull some tarot for specific areas in your life. I pulled for money and career, love, spiritual growth, and like personal growth. And so for money and career, we have the 6 of Wands. Couldn't be better. Success, accolades, achievement, perhaps even being well known in your area of endeavor. Maybe like you're the guru at work. Maybe people in your community know who you are. You may be an expert at something. You're very well versed in a lot of stuff. So I think that's really cool. She loves that about you. You're looked up to. In love, we have the Knight of Pentacles. You know, I dig it. It's like it's a small offer, but it's like, let's grow together. Here is my pentacle. And another thing, the pentacles are notoriously slow moving, sometimes too slow moving. But in this instance, I see this as you saying, let's do this together. Let's slowly build a strong, stable, firm, sustainable foundation for our relationship. She loves that. She loves that approach. You're not coming in, woo, 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 love bombing or anything. You're like, hey, we're in this together. Let's start slow and let's build it. She's in. Your spiritual growth, man, you know, we've seen so much of it up here, but the main thing she loves about you spiritually is you tell the truth, you're balanced, you're fair. There's just no craziness. And your personal growth, we have the 4 Swords, which is another card of healing, peace, you know, healing. Actually, you had 4 cards about like healing. And she loves that about you, that you understand that growth is a process. Growth can be painful. A lot of growth is about healing, you know, childhood wounds, you know, or things that may have happened to you in the past. Masculines, she loves the hell out of you. I think this is beautiful. And you know what? There could have been some negative cards. I could have said, well, one thing that she loves you, but one thing that you could work on, you know, but I don't see any of that here. So she loves the hell out of you. You sound awesome as hell. And I'm just so happy to do this reading for you. So masculines, if you like this, please, you know, if it resonated, please do give me a thumbs up. If you liked it, please do subscribe to my channel so that you can see more material like this and help me to help the, you know, channel grow. And again, if you are interested, I could do this weekly. I would love to. I feel so guilty, like I've left my masculines behind. So I'd be happy to like do something like this weekly, just like a weekly, you know, check-in. And it could be different topics. This time it's what does she love about you? It could be what does she think you need to work on? Or what does, you know, or what do you know, it can be from any different perspective. So anyway, masculines, this is what I have for you today. I'm going to go ahead and get this posted right away. I love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.